Howdy. Okay, so I tried to make a video yesterday and it just was not coming together. It just sounded like me yapping. It sounded completely uninspired. And I'm going to try again today. I've got some notes this time, and I think maybe my thoughts weren't fully fleshed out yet. But, I've been thinking a lot about, this aftermath of May 22nd and just kind of seeing the same thing. It's not like it's not like anything that's not new, but it's really, really interesting. And the more and more that time goes on, the more I'm thinking that this is a purposeful thing on God's part because this seems like something He would do. I know that people think that something He would do is tell somebody uh, the accurate information and have it pan out um, just like He said, like within however many days that they got the information. And that's not really His jam. I mean, even when that does happen, if it does happen, people don't even care or notice. Um, so just with it being so contentious, and the thing is, people are jumping on it because it's like obvious, like, but somehow they think that this is a discernment exercise. It's like really strange, and it's just got me thinking, like, I really think this is like not really a trap, but like this is part of the test. Um, there was this video that I sent my mom, and it was like these little kids in a room, and they put like candy dispenser in the room, and they told all the kids, like, don't touch it till we get back or whatever. And yeah, so obviously they touched it. You know, the test wasn't to see who was going to be naughty and touch it. The test was to see how they were going to react. So, they were all eyeing it. Eventually, one of the kids got bold enough to go up to it and say, well, I'm going to just sneak one out. I'm going to just get one. Of course, they had no idea they were being observed. So, on one level, yes, you're being observed. You think you know the objective of the test. You think it's about the external things that you do. Even though we as Christians, as the rapture watching Christians, we know what we're supposed to do. We know we're supposed to be watching and keeping our hearts in the pure and all of this stuff, and not indulging in things, and but all of that does still kind of like sum up to works. It's still kind of got a works vibe to it. So it's kind of more God's jam to up the temperature, which sounds insane to somebody who is just trying to get to heaven. But it's like if everyone's comfortable and everyone's like doing good, it's like, it must not be hard enough. Let me up it a little bit. Um, and you go, well, God wouldn't do that. Listen, y'all need to stop banking on what you think God would do or what God ought to do or what, compare him to your best, the most respectable person and have him at least be that. Like, yes, on some level, you're correct. Obviously, there's things that God wouldn't do. But uh, he's God. And you need to have, this fear of the Lord thing is real. And do you trust him in all circumstances? Do you trust his judgment? Um, And so when we're looking at God face to face, and He does something that we think is absolutely crazy, or uh, you know, not fair, or we can sort of go, well, He's God and He's here, so I don't know. I guess I'm just going to roll with the punches. But when He's invisible and He has one of us do it, what are you going to say? Like, if He says, "Oh, if you're at the throne of God," and He says, "Oh, I'm going to give your reward to the person that that gave you the most heartache, because they actually deserve the reward for it, and you don't." And you're in front of the throne, and you're going, okay, okay, and you're just trying to like adjust your expectations because it's God, and it's like, well, God's always right. I don't know that there'd be a whole lot of us that would stand in front of God and go, well, that's not fair. Well, how come? Or have a huge, duke it out with Him. And then after that, He goes, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. And you go, oh, that seemed really weird for a second. Like, I'm not saying that's His personality, but I'm saying you don't know all of what God could do. Like, you have to be ready for anything, because this is someone who you don't know Him now. You don't know Him all the way. You know Him a little bit. Like, and I think that's kind of what is really astounding to me, is that people are out here thinking they know God's full personality, full whatever, what He would do, what He wouldn't do. And you only know like a thimbleful, and you haven't never even seen Him before. Like, it's just this security. You don't find your security in, it's really hard. It's a fine line, because you base your security off of what He has told you. And if you know enough about how He is, and just understanding like that He's God and not your homie. Like, He's your homie, but He's like, He has a station. Okay, I really don't want to end this video, but I feel like I need to answer this call.